Thank you very much. Okay, so we want to take you on a little journey. It's a journey we went through, and if you're a crypto founder, you probably went through this journey, right? So you got a great idea, and things are really hot. You got white paper, nailed, everything's going smoothly, got community engagement, and investors interested. Now what do you do? Well, I guess you start with raising a SAFT. But what do you do to raise a SAFT? Well, Harry, tax lawyer here, knows all about this. Tell us about it.
So the SAFT, or the Simple Agreement for Future Tokens, is a very, very high-tech document which you send to investors and they sign it and they send it back to you. No, it's the opposite of that. You've got to get someone to draft the thing first of all. There's free ones out there, but they are not very good. You find a lawyer. You can finally find a lawyer with some DeFi experience if you look hard enough. And then they cost you $5K. Whoops. And then you've got to actually figure out how it fits into your tokenomics, how you're going to actually issue anything to anybody, how you're going to practically get on top of your administration, how you're going to do vesting. Just going to airdrop it every month? Is that really going to work? Not really the high standard anymore. And some investors, especially VCs, think they're very special and get to have their own special documents, and they have all sorts of demands that you've got to manage, and you have nowhere to say, hey, this is the standard, this is the way that we do it.
So that sounds terrible, because every time you go back and forth with the investor and the lawyer, that's another grand or two, or another unit. Every hour is billable, right? So you go, okay, let's not do it contract-based, let's not go to investors, let's go to community. And yeah, let's do a pre-sale. That's so much easier. Okay, so now we need a community. We still don't have a product. We need smart contracts and adapt to manage our pre-sale. Still don't have a product. We need to hold an event, but nobody wants to put money something if they don't get a coin back. So now you actually got to mint your coin. And the moment you do that, you sit with just as much headache. So what are you going to do about managing those tokens? Well, you basically have either spreadsheet nightmares or smart contracts coming out your ears.
Yeah, the administration really becomes overwhelming. So you've got to figure out how many tokens are going where, who's going to get them, when, how frequently they're going to get them, all sorts of terms. And essentially projects do this stuff manually. And you see it break down where actually projects stop giving tokens when they don't want the price to drop anymore. And you see this immense friction because we're doing things manually. And when you're doing things manually, it's going to take you 6 to 8 weeks to actually get this done. That's 6 to 8 weeks that you're not working on your product, your business, your project. And you're not going to get that back. Imagine if you had to delay your project 8 weeks and tell your investors that, they're going to have a bit of a hissy fit.
So if you could switch to the video, please. This is what we are building, essentially a set of tools to allow you to manage everything yourself. So we built this and launched it today. Nice little dApp. You connect your wallet. You give the details of your project, of your pre-sale, how many tokens you want to sell, the price, what your future token supply is going to be. Everything's super simple. You can see they use the terms and conditions there. Our wonderful lawyer, Harry, has gotten some really good standard terms that you can use. So people are actually going to sign this. We've got invite codes, so you don't have to do white listing of people's addresses. You give them the code, and they use that to invest. And then it actually goes and creates smart contracts for you on-chain. So now suddenly you have something that's smart contract backed, that will manage your pre-sale, manage your soft, and actually sort of be transparent and on-chain. There you can see the invite codes were generated and generates a pre-sale page. Now we can white label that for you as well. And investors can invest. And we actually used a version of this to raise our own round. And we've got some of our investors in the crowd. And here you can see the contract. And in the contract will be all the details of who can claim what, when they can claim, the vesting is taken care of. And so you don't have to worry about it. So we basically want to take you from 0 to DEX and everything in between. So you don't have to worry about managing your tokens. All you have to worry about is managing your project and building your product.
So you're probably wondering why a lawyer would be launching such a project, but I've done many of these raises. in the last 12 months. And I have to say, it's a complete waste of time and money that you spend on the lawyer to do menial administration tasks. We've got this beautiful technology that is supposed to facilitate these transactions, and then we can now do it. So our motto is we want to make it Jubi. So Jubi means cool, means chill, it means everything's just relaxed and works. And it's not technical, you've just seen it. Even I could work it, a simple lawyer. We've got some basic stuff that you can just use. You can get some very fancy terms and conditions, that's up to you. The vesting's taken care of, the lockup's taken care of, everything's transparent, which is what this technology is really for. So we've raised 150K US, we're ready to go, we've got dev teams, I'm shilling it to all my clients, whether they like it or not. And we've got EOIs from Upside DAO being one of them, as well as so many other large VCs are looking to use this product, because even managing their own portfolios, it's done manually. And why would you be doing things manually in Web3? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, my favorite story is one VC firm manages their pre-sales hafts, etc., in Notion documents. And if you're a partner that brought in that deal, you've got to check the Notion document once a month to check which tokens you got to go see if they've actually airdropped them or transferred them or can you claim them, etc. But for founders, it's the same problem, right? Like, you don't want to mint your token and put it on a DEX because then people start complaining about the price, etc., etc. But then the problem is, how do you actually remunerate your team? How do you sell tokens so you got money to actually build? And we'll take care of everything for you with our smart contracts. So that's our ask, basically, is if you're somewhere between Zero and DEX and you want some nice vesting based contracts, you want your soft and pre-sales managed, team allocation managed, reach out to us. JubiDAO.io. All the links will point you to Telegram. Our Twitter's the Jubi DAO. Come and talk to us, and we'll take all that spreadsheet nightmare and anything from 2.5 weeks that we spent creating those smart contracts to 3 months if you don't have a lot of devs on that, and we'll take that hassle away and put it all on our smart contracts.